Howdy doodly classmates, this is Chris here. On behalf of EDTE 4200, this is my reflection of the course, and I got a significant amount to say here. This course was probably one of the most intuitive courses I've ever taken. Looking at not only new activities for the classroom, how to use tech in the classroom, or new sources for, tech-based presentations and otherwise, tools for teachers. It was very fulfilling, especially when you're looking at TechQuest as a whole. I mean, like I said, looking at activities, that's to me the number one. I mean, we looked at Tinker, CAD, and then Tinker with a Y, and then all the gamification principles. I mean, looking at how you can use tech to really increase and bolster a student's learning path. I mean, using formats that you wouldn't have thought of previously. I mean, that's insane. I mean, I didn't know about them. I mean, maybe you did. Maybe a lot of the other classmates did, but I wasn't really familiar with a lot of the principles that you could apply in your classroom, especially when it came to tech. I mean, to me, it was presentations. Tech for research-based principles, but that's it. And it was great to get to interact with these tools. I mean beyond just the activities for the students, I mean how to use tech. I mean, that was something that I'm pretty familiar with a lot of technology. I've used it throughout my entire life. I mean, I'm a millennial. But Google teaching, the Google teacher training was really awesome. How to use Google, how to use the tools that Google has provided for us. And then Apple Education. I mean, that was the Apple Education badges. This was my first time using that. I didn't even use it until toward the end, and it was awesome. I had a hard time following, the questions to the research. But, when I got there, and it actually ended up being pretty insightful. I didn't know how to use GarageBand until literally today. That was pretty cool. And finally, to me, one of the main things, which was what I thought this course would be about, which was how to use tech as an educator, Prezi, Google Forms, Ruby Star for making rubrics. That was something that was awesome for me because I was able to learn a lot of new tech-based presentation tools or otherwise as tools that a teacher might need. And Class Dojo, everybody was talking all this cool stuff about Class Dojo. It was my first time using it, which was super, it was super cool considering the fact that I've never used it before. And, I've used Prezi before and I've used other presentation models before, but actually learning how to make a proper presentation for your kids, that's insightful. That's what this class is all about. It was finding ways to use tech in an insightful way. And I think that the tech quest, the whole premise of it all went together pretty well. It was a pretty well made assignment to get you to use tech in a way that you wouldn't have thought of. And I was thoroughly impressed, and I'm excited for anybody else who's going to get to take this class, and I hope that they found something out of all of this. Out of 15, 16 weeks worth of information, I hope they found something that was insightful and useful for them in the classroom. And I think that should be your biggest takeaway is how can I use anything here, anything that I'm learning in Cal State Bakersfield to put into my classroom. And I think that this course definitely hit all the numbers. So, signing off. Chris Calderon, EDTE 4200. See you later.